In some groups of patients, gluten, the way it is produced, the kind of foodstuffs that it is in, it can be pro-inflammatory. So in the gut, it provokes the release of inflammatory chemicals around the lining of the intestine, and that can mean that it provokes the immune system in the gut, and it can make any pre-existing leaky gut worse. And so in that context, gluten-rich foods can provoke or worsen fibromyalgia symptoms. Often in this situation, what I recommend is patients to look at a gluten-free or at least reducing gluten for a 6 to 8 week period, a gluten elimination diet, if you will, and see if that improves symptoms. It doesn't have to happen in everyone, but it is something to be aware of and definitely worth considering an elimination diet of a 6-week period. Another question that has been sort of talked about is, what can be natural? What is a natural set of medications to take for fibromyalgia or other chronic pains? Now, unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, there has been nothing that has been approved officially for fibromyalgia from the perspective of natural medications. So in that context, there's nothing that can be prescribed per se, but there are a few herbal medications that I talk about in my book for which there is at least some level of evidence, and there are definitely societies and other organizations in North America and probably in Europe that would recommend or in fact offer it. So for example, I talk about butterbur, which is actually recommended by the American Association of Neurology for their use in headaches. There's also other things like cat's claw, which is a wine that is often grown in South America that can be used for some headaches and joint pains. There's boswellia, which is also called frankincense, which is available in health food shops, that's been prescribed for a wide variety of chronic pains and joint pains and arthritic pains. There's of course often the ever-present curcumin, which is the active ingredient in turmeric, and ginger, which has been often suggested and used there. There's green tea, which I often recommend because it's got one particular kind of chemical which is called EGCG. I won't go into the long form of it, but you can look it up. And EGCG is having a potent antioxidant effect, and that can make a difference as well. So these are some of the herbal medications that are often available and considered and can be useful for chronic pains and possibly also fibromyalgia pains. Thank you for watching the videos. I hope you're getting value from them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications on when the next videos are to be released.